Hello, it's the happy micro maths moment. What we're doing is celebrating the fact that we're having a summer camp next month. End of this month, it's July, happy July. And if you have a child who is nervous about maths, has maths anxiety, hates maths, or actually somebody who loves maths and wants to play maths, what we're going to do is in the summer camp, we're going to teach families games to play. And those games are going to help everyone improve their maths, remove those anxieties, and literally have a play environment. So today, one of my favorite games, they're all my favorite games really. We've done all kinds of things. We've got Command the Robot. We've done lots of different games. Today we're going to play the Check It game. So the Check It game, I'm going to change my camera. And the Check It game is a triangle. It doesn't have to be a triangle, as I've now discovered. This is a discovery I had yesterday. And in the middle, you have, and this is, you can print out the one that's in the resource that was provided by AimySec, on the Amy High website, or you can just draw it on scrap paper like I'm doing. So it's a challenge. Now, you can do it at different levels. So you can actually play this game with really young children. So you can start with just dots. So you can put a dot, say 1 dot there, 3 dots there, and 5 dots there. And then you see if you add that 5 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more, then you'll have 6 dots in all. If you put all of those dots together, if you put all of those dots together, you'd have 4 dots. And if you put all of these dots together, you'd have 8 dots. So that's literally, you can just do it, or you can have a blank thing and you can have counters, actually use counters. So that's one version of the game that you can use with young learners. And then you can play it on so many different levels. We're going to play it on a simple level, but you can do it with multiplication, division, you can do it with algebra, you can do it with percentages, with fractions. You can play the same game and practice the things you might need practice on, you want to become more skillful at. But we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to do addition. So instead of putting the numbers that we're going to play with, I'm going to put some results. Now we can take it in turns. So I'm going to put the number 5 there. Now this is addition. And now the next person can say let's say there's 2 people playing. There's lots of different ways of playing this game. So the next person could put the number 2 there, because whatever it is, that plus that must equal 5. You can do it as subtraction as well, but then you want this, and it's the same operation on all 3. So okay, so then so let's say it's my turn next. I'm like, okay, in that case, that's got to be a 3. Right, now this person can now say, well, you know what, I'm going to put an 8 there. And so I say, okay, well, that one has to be a 6. Well, then red, this is one way it could be played. And then you check each other. You always check each other. Now, here's another way of playing this game. And that is, you start, and you might be wrong. You could say have one person doing it, and you've got to go through it and think about it. And I'm not saying I'm going to do it right, and I'm not saying I'm going to do it wrong. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to play as though I've never played this game before. And I'm going to say, right, the numbers in the middle are going to be 20, 10, and 7. Now the question is that even possible? Is it actually even possible to fill in these circles so that that plus that is 20, that plus that is 10, and that plus that is 7. So well, let's have a go. So this is a way that you can, so you can just start by doing that, and then the realization will come, well, okay, well, let's say, well, it can't be more than 7. In fact, it can't be more than 6, because 7, or I suppose we could have a 0. Okay, well, we could have a 0. There's no reason why you can't have 0. So, but 6, and then we've got a 1 here. So that's 7. So for that to make 10, that would have to be 9. And oh, it doesn't work. It's the check it game. It's to make, it's to actually make sense of things, and or multiplication or subtraction or fractions or whatever it is you're doing. Like, you're checking yourself and you're realizing this is one of the really big things when you do a problem in a test or something, or just in class or whenever, or if you're working it out in real life and you have to make sure you have enough money to pay a bill. If you always check, or if you get given a bill, that's a really important one. If you get given, you get told how much something is, and then you pay it and you realize, oh, I've paid too much. There was a miscalculation, there's an error. They punched the wrong number in the machine, whatever. You always want to have a ballpark of, always double check your answers. So whenever you do an addition, you want to maybe do a subtraction, or you think, well, I know it's going to be, okay, it's going to, so 9 times 11 is going to be somewhere near 100. So it's going to be, you can kind of round them, it's going to be 10 times 10, it's going to be somewhere near 100. So if you get an answer that's 1,000 or 10 or something that isn't near 100, you know you're way out. Well, that's the sort of thing you're constantly checking. You're constantly checking yourself whenever you do calculations. And this game is a great way to train that and do loads of calculations at the same time and have a nice game with the family. So there you go. That's one of the games we'll be playing during the Happy Maths Summer Camp. So please do join us. There's a link in the description, and click on it and send us a message to let us know that you're interested in playing. And we look forward to starting that. It will be starting at the end of July, because I'm moving house basically, so we won't be able to do it before I get moved into my new place. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow for our micro happy maths moment.